Let's summarize what we just saw. You are hired by DropMe Private Limited to come up with an algorithm, a code to solve a particular scenario wherein we have distance as the input. That is, if you tell the distance, we will get the amount that the person has to pay. That was the whole agenda. So let's, this was your mathematical expression. So let's understand what is there on your left hand side, A of D. Okay, this is read as A of T. That is, what does it mean? A, which is nothing but amount to be paid by the customer, is dependent on the variable D. Okay, so that's what it means. So if I visualize the machine as this, okay, this is your machine. This is where you feed the distance, that is your input. So whenever you feed something, that is called the input. And whatever you get out of this entire process, that is called as the output. And in our case, the output is amount, is it not? And the name of this machine is A of D, representing that it's dependent on D, right? Now, so when you feed in any value, it's going to multiply that value with 20 and add 30 to it, and it will give us the output. So say we feed a value of 10, right? So we already saw this. If you see a value of 10, okay, we get an output of 230. So this is all this is in kilometers and all this is in rupees, right? So if I feed it with the value of say 40, let's see what we get. $830. So I fed this with 40, it calculated and it gave me 830 rupees, right? Let's give a bit complicated value, something like 12.25 kilometers, right? Someone can travel 12.25, not an issue. So 12.25 kilometers, and that person will pay 275. Make sense? Okay, so this is a basic representation, right? And this is the working. So this is your independent variable, that is the input, and this is your output, the dependent variable. Okay, so there is a special name to this. These are known as values. Values are nothing but another name for output for a particular input. So the language goes like this: value of function. Okay, they call this as function, right? They call this as function. A is 230 for D being equal to whatever the value is. Example, the value of function A is 230, okay, for D being equal to 10. This is the language. The value of the function A is 275 for D being equal to 12.25. You got it? Value is nothing but a particular output for a particular input. Understood? So the words that we learned over here is input, output, and value. Input is one which we feed in, that is the independent variable. Output is the one which is dependent on the independent variable, and the output are given name called values. Values are nothing but a particular output for a given input, right? So we'll learn all of this process again with another simple example.